Hey everybody, wanted to talk to you a little bit today about how to break in your holster. A few people have asked me what methods I prefer to break in their holster. I have a couple that I recommend. First is with the bag the holster came in. We ship every holster in a 1 mil baggie, and we do that in order to aid in break-in if you prefer the bag method. If you don't want to use the bag that came with it, you can always use plastic grocery sacks or other really thin bags of that nature. Before we get started breaking in our holster, you want to always check your gun and make sure it's unloaded. In fact, always double check. So here we go. There's no magazine. It's empty. Double check that. Always double check. Okay. So you got your holster, and it's too tight. You don't like the way it feels. The draw is going to be too tight, so you want to stretch your holster just a little bit. So what you do, if you use the bag method, take the bag that was supplied or a sack from a grocery store. Make sure it's the plastic ones, not the paper ones. Slide the gun inside the bag, and then slide that all the way into the holster. Now you can leave it that way for a few hours, even overnight, but I always tell everybody to go slowly. The leather will stretch, but it won't shrink, so you want to try and do this and kind of creep up on it. Also, the more you draw, the more that it'll break in your holster. So we come back, we pull this out, take the gun out of the bag, and then we can try it. What I recommend to do is then strap the holster on and carry it around the house a little bit. Draw from it a few times, 10, 20 times over a little period of time, and see how you like it. If it's still too stiff, then you can always go again. If you don't have the bag, or thrown the bag away, or you just have a bunch of holes in the bag, we can also use plastic wrap, any brand, doesn't really matter. To use it, just take a little bit, pull off a piece. It's really thin, so enough to wrap the gun 2 or 3 times is normally good. And all we're doing is making a little bulk around the gun to help stretch the holster. Just like that. Slide her in. There we go. Some people like to use wax paper as well, with the wax side out. Doesn't matter, but these methods work. The only thing that you don't want to use any type of liquids or oils to soften, because it'll break down the leather fibers and make it limp, and then you will lose the retention on your gun. Anyway, that's how we recommend to break in your holster at Exodus Gunleather. Have a great day.